count on. This is CBS 42 Living Local Community News.
Welcome back. All right, the stock market is up and down. Fears of tariffs, all sorts of predictions of economic calamity. How do you deal with it all? To help, I brought in a friend who can really help us with this. Gayle Lantz. Gayle's a leadership expert, popular author, and speaker. It's good to see you.
Good to see you again.
All right, I'm bringing you in. It's almost like a therapy session here, because if you watch not just our news, the friends talking, it's kind of a stressful time. So as leaders and non-leaders, so how do you keep your head when things seem so up in the air?
Yeah, well, even your question, up in the air, implies that they'll come down and settle. Yeah. So I think the first thing to keep in mind is not to even have that expectation, because uncertainty is perpetual now. Like, this is the new norm. So what I tell a lot of the leaders that I work with is normalize uncertainty. So it's not something to fear, it's not something to dread, it's really something that you can leverage to strengthen yourself, to strengthen your team, and to move forward in new ways. So don't be afraid of it. Don't expect it to settle. Just be prepared for the next thing that you think might change.
So it's a mindset thing.
Yeah.
So that's the key then, I guess, and how you view it and what you do with it, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot about mindset and paying attention to your thoughts, because the stress happens usually with what's going on in your head. You can claim it could be triggered by outside events, but a lot of the stress is really conjured up by your own thoughts.
All right, so any secrets on dealing with stress? Because we all do, even if we're not a business leader, if we're a parent, I mean, the list is endless. There are opportunities to get stressed out everywhere.
Yeah, that could be a long conversation. But a few of the things that help me and my clients are just remembering the things that you do have control over. So stress can happen when you feel like you don't have options, when you're maybe victimized in some way. All of these changes are doing something to me. If you can flip that and say, this is giving me power and strength in new ways, I can see this in a way that can help me focus on what I can control. For example, people can still be learning, people can still be developing new skills, diversifying their portfolio, things like that they can have control over. So shift your focus to what you can control and influence versus what you think you can.
Yeah, because you feel helpless, but you're really not. You've got options. All right, so I know you and I go to the same gym. You're much more regular there than I am. You're a healthy person, but you're serious about your health. Why is health such a priority for you?
For me, I think health is everything, because if I can go to the gym and do scary things, lifting heavy weights and getting myself stronger in ways that I haven't done before, it translates into other areas of my life and my work. So I can show up in a meeting and feel more confident and remember that I've done something difficult that I didn't think I could do. So I think really challenging yourself, your mind, and your body is one of the best ways to help you be successful in all aspects of your life.
How important is it to find an outlet like that in some way?
I think it's critical, not only just for the physical outlet, but you mentioned the gym, and that's also a social outlet.
It is.
And so going back to your question, how can we deal with uncertainty? It's important to become more social, more connected to community. Some people tend to go inward, retreat, worry, fret. So get out there and connect with people. It's another strength to leverage.
In less than a minute remaining, this graphic here that you sent me, but summarize this for us. What's the takeaway here?
Well, this is mainly for leaders and how they can thrive in uncertainty, and it gives some questions that they can think through when they're working with their teams, because there's so much, like I said, that they can control and influence. So it's just a quick snapshot of some good questions to ask.
And that's the kind of information that you provide for leaders. If our viewers want to find out more about you or get in touch with you, how's the best way to do that?
Yeah, well, the best way is probably to go to workmatters.com or to follow my podcast, CEO on the Go. And you can find that at ceoonthegopodcast.com.
Yeah, and it's a very good podcast.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've been going for a while. Yeah.
You're a good interviewer yourself.
Thank you.
Gayle, I feel calmer.
Well, good.
I think my stress level's down
already.
already.
Get back to the gym.
There we go. I'll see you there.
Okay.
All right, Gayle Lantz.
Thanks.
Thanks so much.